Okay, so on this job here we got this, what is this, a Peforma? Yeah, Peforma 30HE. When the customer runs the hot tap, I can feel the flow pipe getting hot, it's getting hot to the floor. So most guys will come in here and change the diverter valve, which, if you've ever done one, is quite involved. But I find the diverter valves are not usually the problem. It's actually the plate gets blocked and then it forces its way past the diverter. So on this boiler here, I'm going to show you how to quickly descale the plate, or at least check it for issues. So I'm going to get on with that now, and it's about 8:30 in the morning. So we'll see how long it takes to get this done. First thing I'm going to do is drain it down from that drainer at the back there. And then I'm going to pump the vessel once it's drained, isolate the mains from underneath, and undo the Phillips there and the Phillips at the back there. That one there, that Phillips there. As I'm draining it down, pump up the vessel. There we go. Just a hair over 3/4 of a bar. Obviously when I unplug it, it's going to lose a bit of water. A bit of air, sorry. Bucket of water. Okay, so the boiler's drained, vessel's pumped. So hopefully we won't get any gurgling. I haven't, so what I do, look here, the screw's now loose, I push it away. And I can see if it's sucking or if a load of water's going to come out. As you can hear, that one's sucking. So that one's good. We're going to move over to this one. That one's sucking as well. So I need to go because I need both hands now. So I'm going to get that out. Okay, so here's the plate heat exchanger out. Hopefully you can see all the debris in there. I'm going to go clean that now in the garden. Okay, this is the stuff I use. So make sure you wear gloves with this, because it will burn you really badly. Plates here, ready to go. Now usually I have a really nice funnel that pushes in there, so I can just fill the funnel right up and it will slowly force its way through. But I can't find it. With changing van and stuff, it's somewhere, but I don't know where. It's probably in my garage. As you can see, this one's quite blocked. Most of these that would have stopped by now. So I'm pouring it in the wrong end. So it's very important that you get this stuff out of it afterwards. So we're lucky here, so we have an outside tap. So I'll just put the hose onto it and flush it through completely. Okay, you can see that's practically stopped now. We've got great flow rate coming out of that now. So, good way to check, that's the mains. Alright, and you know that's not affected. There's the heating. Exactly the same now, so you should have clean that should be spotless. Okay, so now let's have a look in there. Clean. And pretty clean, a few little bits. They're all loose now. Let's get them over. Give it a little shake. Back on there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'll give this a good wipe over. That's the main side, that's the heating side. Okay, there's the main side. There's the heating side. Let's tilt it, see it's clean. So now I'm just going to apply some grease around each of these. I'll put my hand in and check how the washers feel in the boiler, the O-rings. They feel okay, I'll dry them, I'll put some grease on them and then bolt it back in. Okay, so that's all greased. The ones in the boilers are greased. So I'm going to put this back in there. Obviously the right end goes upright when it's in the boiler. Remember how you took it out so you can put it in exactly the same way, because it can be fiddly and you can flip it over and do all sorts without realising. So it's back in. Just going to close this back off. Close this back off. Now I use two hands, one from above, one from below. Put the mains on and we'll see if we've cured this fault. Now occasionally you won't have cured it straight away. So what I sometimes do then, or what I generally do, I undo these screws, take this whole domestic hot water flow switch off, and I'll manually move the pin behind it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, to try and clear any debris out of the diverter valve seating. It doesn't often need that though, so fingers crossed this one won't. So I'm just putting water back in it now. Getting there, it's only 8:45 right now. So with filming and doing it, it's taken 15 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't leak. And then we do safety checks, hopefully the boiler's okay. And remember, I've pumped the vessel. Okay, so about 1.25 bars. I'll run it, I'll get the air out of it, it should settle at a bar. I don't generally run boilers unless they're brand new at 1.5 bars ever, especially not in the Peformas like this. Don't want to start a leak on that pump, they often leak their O-rings at the back. So yeah, play it safe. Okay, I've plugged it back in. You can't really see that light. Hold on. Let me cover the light on the phone. Yeah, there you go. Plugged in. It's time to get the air out of it. I always do that on the heating. And just so you know, I've already got my U gauge on there. A little bit of knocking from that pump, but I'm sure we'll get that sorted once we got the air out. And the only valve I touched underneath here was this one, the mains water valve. Alright, let's give that pump a bleed. And we're running the heating right now. So give that pump a bleed and we'll do some tests. Just a fraction over, but nothing to be concerned about. So let's see what the hot water. Oh, got hot water. You can see there's no hot water before. Perfect. Let's check the diverter. Turn that right down, well, a fraction up. Let it lose all the heat down the flow. Once this gets cold, I'm going to run that hot tap again. Hopefully this pump's going to calm down. Once that gets cold, I'll run the hot tap again, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so I left that turned right down, got the boiler cool. This pipe is now cool. I'm going to go run the hot tap and I'll turn the boiler on. So tap is running. I've got this pipe cool by putting it on for heating and keeping this low. And the moment it went to fire, I just turned it off because I knew it was cold enough. Turn it on for hot water. I'll hold this pipe. It's lit. It's lit. This pipe stayed cold. I'm going to do the combustion analysis as well. The tab's there, the rubber's there. Pipe's cold, so we fixed that. Doesn't need a diverter, it was just the plate. And remember, even if this does get hot, then I would then take off the front water section, the domestic hot water flow sensor bit with the diaphragm. I take that bit off and move that spindle back and forth, and usually that'll fix it. But this is fixed, this is not getting hot at all. The boiler's at 60 degrees, and as you can see, I can hold this with no problem at all. Okay, it's not hot at all. There's our combustion ratio. So that's all good. The pump's quietened down. So this is all fixed. Let me show you what I used here. The spirits of salt, some grease, screwdrivers, a gauge, a pump for the vessel, and my analyzer. That's it. That's not a lot of tools, is it? At all. That's all that was needed. An LDF. I almost forgot to use that.